and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. So today's video we are looking at what is about to shift for you, what's about to change in your life, you know, what the winds of change are bringing in. So I'm really excited to dive in and hear what you think. We got some really great answers, lots of details. Each group was very different. So yeah, if you're wondering what is coming in, what's about to shift, then definitely stick around and find out. We have three of Wands cards to choose from today. So you have your deck to choose from. So let me show you. For group one, we have the Everyday Witch Tarot. So let me just show you the deck. So 3 of Wands from Everyday Witch for group one. For group two, we have the 3 of Wands, or 3 of Sticks in this case, from the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. That's for group two. And for group three, we have the 3 of Wands from the Flower Child Tarot. Cute little frog. So whichever 3 of Wands is calling to you, whichever deck that you feel drawn to today, that will be your message about what is about to shift. And I actually did just do this question over on Patreon and memberships. So if you want to join my cozy little community there and get more detail about what is about to shift, maybe it'll connect exactly, or it might be more information about what's shifting, you can definitely check that out. Linked below in the description, easy to sign up, basically whichever is more convenient for you. And I do appreciate the support, but I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate your support by clicking on today's video, all of the likes and subscribes. Thank you to those of you that have been subscribing lately. Let's take a deep breath, and this might give you more time if you haven't decided yet. So let's take a deep breath together. Take as long as you need. If you have to pause the video, there's no rush at all. Make yourself a cup of tea or coffee. I've got my iced coffee here. Please remember, have fun with my readings. My readings are ultimately meant for entertainment purposes. If you're listening to it and you feel like, this doesn't sound like it's for me, then feel free to leave it for someone else. Only take what resonates, you know, listen to your own intuition first and foremost, but I do hope that there is a message that resonates for you. So we will jump into it. I will put the timestamps below. We will start with group number 1 with the Everyday Witch. Group 1, if you chose the first 3 of Wands, then this is your messages for what is on the horizon, what's coming in, what the winds of change are bringing in, what kind of shift. Let's find out what we have here. We'll start with tarot, and then we'll get your oracle cards. So let's see, what shift is coming in for group 1? What is about to shift for them? What is about to shift for group 1? Let's find out. 3 of Pentacles. It's about to shift for group 1. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. What's about to shift for group 1? Okay, so a word popped in because of these images. So this particular 3 of Pentacles makes me think of brainstorming anyways, but then I'm looking at the storm. I'm thinking of ideas, okay? I think you're about to come up with a solution. There could be sort of this aha moment or a bit of a breakthrough for you. And this could be to do with work. It could be just something you're working on building. At certain points, it feels like work that you've put in, something that you've been building, creating, practicing, skills you've been developing. It almost feels like, okay, well, what was even the point of this? What was the point of developing these skills? What was the point of taking that course? What was the point of all of that study, all of that time I invested, right? But what I love about the 5 of Pentacles, and I really see in this image as well, is they've arrived somewhere. They've arrived somewhere. They've obviously been traveling. It's been cold. Like, this is a card of lack, okay? So to get the Ace of Swords and then to see this to me represents hope, right? I really do feel like you are about to have a breakthrough moment. Let's find out what the oracle cards have to add to this, but that's my first initial feeling. Let's see what the Moonology says. Group 1, what is coming in for group 1? What is group 1's next big shift? Communicate. Talk to the moon. Okay, that's interesting too with the Ace of Swords. Communicate. So this is actually really interesting with the Three of Pentacles group 1 and your Ace of Swords, because here's the thing. This is a card of like bringing in other people, other feedback, different tips, different advice, different approaches, different strategies. So I think what the cards are saying is this shift that's on its way in. Part of what's facilitating this is communication, okay? I almost just said community, so that must be important. So community, you don't have to do everything on your own, okay? And I think you might just be a very independent person who does struggle with the idea of asking for advice or help or feedback, or you just maybe just kind of like to work in a solitary way, like you like to do things on your own, which is, again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, I think that the cards are saying like what's about to shift for you is going to be coming in faster, maybe, if you communicate, if you bring in other people. This also says talk to the moon too, so maybe even acknowledging, oh my goodness. Okay, you've got breaking trail, so a breakthrough is at hand. Yes, exactly. Okay, so a breakthrough is coming in group 1, okay? This is a breakthrough. This could just be, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I got distracted by that. I'll get back to what I was saying, but sorry, I'm all flustered now. Okay, so this could just be something you've been stuck on for a while, right? Or something that just hasn't been progressing and you haven't been seeing results. You haven't been getting to where you want to go. It's like that one idea, that breakthrough moment that I'm getting a lot about strategy, but it could be anything. But I'm just getting this moment, the key, okay? Because I just looked up at my trinket shelf and saw the key. So just the key, the answer, right? And this could also be like communicating with other people and then getting an answer, meaning like ask the question, like you might be thinking, oh, they're not going to know the answer, or what if they can't help? Just ask. I would say one of the keys to this breakthrough, something about keys keeps coming in, but the keys to this breakthrough is asking. Because the worst someone could say is, no, I don't know the answer to that, or I have no idea, or, but oftentimes, and I've said this before, if you ask a question, someone else might know where to point you in the right direction, right? Or someone could just say something or have the answer, literally have the answer you're looking for. I think that this is more so about ideas, or just your breakthrough moment, your breakthrough moment, your hard work paying off. So if you feel like, okay, I've been putting in this effort, I've been working at this, I've been learning, and I don't seem to be getting anywhere. I feel like I'm like I'm getting against the current or something like that. But I feel like I'm going in circles here. I'm on a hamster wheel, or I feel like I'm going forward 2 steps back 3, that kind of feeling. You are about to experience a breakthrough. A breakthrough is at hand. Now, what I was saying before I got distracted by this, you have communicate. So talk to the moon. I think just in general, saying what you want, like having a clear picture of what it is that you're working towards can also help. Meaning there could have been prior to recently some confusion as to like what the finished product you're working towards even is. So I think you're about to sort of have a lot more clarity in general about what it is you're even working towards, right? Which can really help, because sometimes like we're just going through the motions, or we're doing something and it's like, I don't know, I feel like this is what I should be doing. I guess this is what I should be doing. But I think part of what's going to help you is that clear picture of, this is the goal, this is when I would like to achieve it, this is what it would look like, this is what it would mean to me, this is how it would help me. Like, so even writing could really help for you, writing down these ideas, or just even something like a vision board. Like, I think what I'm getting is you're a very visual person. I think you're possibly someone who learns, I'm getting by example, or learns by watching. So that also might help you too. I'm getting something about that. There could be something about a new way of learning something, or a new way of going about it, a different approach that might help. Yeah, that's coming through for some of you, because it's making me feel like you've been trying to do something and it's just not your way of doing it, right? Maybe you were sort of trying to not imitate, but do something the way you thought it was supposed to be done, but there could be a different way of doing it that is more suited to your strengths. I keep getting things about different approaches. Brainstorming came in initially. That was like the first word that popped in, just looking at the cards, something about a brainstorm. A breakthrough is at hand, absolutely. Okay, let's get a few charms, group one. It's about to shift for group one. All right, look at this. Okay, this is literally my Three of Pentacles charm. It's 3 owls sitting on a branch, and I always think of putting your heads together. Look at them. So yeah, this is a huge clue, okay? Communication and working with others. Community popped in earlier by accident, so I'm getting strong messages about community. But someone can teach you something, or like there's more ways to go about something. So if you're sort of about to give up on a goal, okay, or if you're like, okay, this isn't going to work, this work was for nothing, this effort was for nothing, don't be so don't be so quick to dismiss the potential here is coming through, because I feel like there is something you have, like there's more information, there's some knowledge you haven't tapped into, or there's something, there's a different piece of the puzzle, or some sort of information that is available to you. But yeah, community, that collaboration, teamwork, that saying, teamwork makes the dream work, that really, can be true. Even if it's just like going out for a coffee and doing some brainstorming. I have my one friend, we literally the other day, we went out for coffee. I had a cinnamon bun, and we just worked alongside each other. Different things entirely. I was working on different video ideas and some things I had to catch up on, some emails, things like that. And she was working on some stuff with her clients for what she does for work. But we were like together. You've got the ticket to happiness here. So let me see what I'm getting from that. You've got, a little bit more time, maybe. A little bit more time needs to be invested into something. I feel like usually when we're about to hit this breakthrough point, it comes like at this point where we're like, I'm not getting anywhere. This isn't happening, right? Like I'm not getting anywhere with this. And it's always right before the breakthrough that you feel that, where you feel like kind of being like, okay, never mind. Like I almost quit my YouTube channel. I remember when I started it, I was like, oh, I don't really feel like I'm making progress, or I felt frustrated one day about something. And I remember my mom saying, hey, how's your YouTube going? I remember saying something like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to do it anymore. Like I had this sort of moment, and, sure enough, now here I am 6 years later doing it still. So you know what I'm saying? So, I think that there's something to be said for sticking with something. I know there's certain situations where it's like, okay, we need to know when to kind of cut our losses and move on. But with this particular thing, whatever you're asking about, whatever sort of popped into your mind, I think it's worth sticking with. I really do it. But I do think you need to kind of bring in others, or shift strategies, or get different feedback, or learn something different, or make some sort of shift yourself. Because this is like Wheel of Fortune energy, okay? So this is a turning point. I really do feel like you're about to get to that turning point. Now, ticket to happiness. What I'm getting to tell you, it took me a second to piece this together, but I think you're viewing this as like the ticket to happiness. I guess what I'm getting Spirit sort of getting at here is this thing isn't going to be the only thing that makes you happy. And I'm getting a little bit of a cliche message here, so take it or leave it. But the journey, the process is going to be part of what you look back on and enjoy and look back on fondly. If you could snap your fingers and have everything you want, as much as we would think, oh yeah, that would be great, it would kind of take away the, I think it would, I really do, the enjoyment of achieving it. So I guess what I'm getting is, don't hinge all of your happiness on this one thing, okay? You might be surprised by something else you might find. along the journey. Now, I want to get you an angel number. I do this every single week on Patreon and memberships, by the way. So if you like my little angel number book, you can check it out there. Let's do a quick little scan. I just do it intuitively. I sort of pick an area where I know I'm going to point and I go to that. Fiscal responsibility. Ooh, interesting. So value yourself. Spending money on frivolous things that bring you neither satisfaction nor long-term joy is something to take inventory of here. Your angels call upon you to be more fiscally responsible so as to attract abundance your way. Take time today to map out a few changes to your spending habits. Okay, so this could also be partially, this could be like an underlying theme of what this is as a whole, like the whole message, but it also could just be an additional message. So you could be taking a close look at your spending. And I was actually thinking about this last night, how sometimes I'll hear people talking about money manifestation and saying, okay, well, you have to spend money to show that you're not in a scarcity mindset. And I spend freely, okay? So while I appreciate that, in my experience, I have found that taking a little bit more of a practical approach to my finances, not from a scarcity mindset, but from a responsibility sort of type approach, has been more helpful, okay? So value yourself, I think, is a really, actually just a beautiful message in itself. But the angels are saying right now, to attract more abundance, you need to trust yourself with it, okay? So this could be something you're taking sort of a close, hard look at. You could be having some sort of financial breakthrough. You could be communicating better about your finances. You could be working with someone to help improve your finances. Whatever the case may be, I'm seeing that you are getting pretty serious maybe about spending, about saving, about credit cards, maybe about debt, about budgeting, anything, right? Maybe you're like, you know, learning new budgeting tools or something like that. I have an idea for like a message or a video about frugality and about abundance in general and sort of my approach. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because maybe that could be something we could do together. But yeah, group one, you know, you're on the verge of a breakthrough. Please don't quit whatever this is now. Like, please stick with it. And keep the communication open, right? Okay, this is not a time to shut people out. This is not a time to be closed-minded to feedback, to constructive criticism, to advice, to even just hearing other people's stories and approaches could really be helpful right now. I didn't do your letters. I didn't have a plan to do letters, and then I thought, oh, I haven't done letters in like a couple weeks, so let's get some letters for you. Groups 2 and 3 had letters. I thought I have to go back for group 1. So definitely look below in the comments. There's always really great suggestions for words. I don't always see things. Sometimes I do. Okay, so you had the breakthrough group. Sometimes I have to remind myself what each group had. You've got a piece of confetti, which is from a reading I did months ago, like almost a year ago. I still find pieces of confetti. So maybe there's something about celebration. You've got laugh, can always laugh. So let me know what you see. I didn't put it in the right order. I apologize. There we go. What was it? I forget what order. I think it was like this. Okay. So yeah, let me know what you see. Pause the video if you need some time. I see gain or again. Best. 10. Hope. Let me know what you see, group 1. I just wanted to make sure I came back and gave you some letters. I know a lot of you enjoy that. So let me know. Put some words below in the comments if you see anything, and we will see you next time. Group 2, if you chose the 3 of Sticks, the 3 of Wands from the second deck, this is the Tarot for the Great Outdoors, then this is your messages about what is about to shift. Now I feel like this person has sort of, something caught their eye in the distance, because it looks like they're busy, they're collecting apples, and then something caught their eye over here, something got their attention. So let's find out what that is, what's about to shift for you, what's coming in. Let's see what the winds of change are bringing in for you, group 2. What's about to shift for group 2? 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, the Star, and the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right. So group 1 had the 5 of Pentacles as well. So you've got 5 of Pentacles. I love this card because it's raining, and this potentially could have ruined the day, but everyone's having a beautiful time. So there is something improving here, okay? And this hinges on, I think, your approach to it, okay? So this is what I'm getting. I'll get deeper into it, of course, but my first glance is with the Fool card being such an optimist and such a look on the bright side sort of card, and you've got 9 of Cups there, there's something that could go really, really well, providing you approach it. I'm getting that phrase, what could go right, with that attitude kind of from the get-go, okay? Because like I said, it's a rainy day, but it's not stopping anyone from enjoying the day, okay? So let's go deeper, but that's first glance what I'm getting. And I definitely feel like a situation's improving. You've also got the 9 of Cups, right? This is the wish fulfillment card. And I'm getting with this little kayak there. Is it a kayak or is it a, what do you call it? Longboard or something? But it's like smooth sailing ahead. So let's get your oracle cards to get more layers to this, more detail. Group 2. What is about to shift for group 2? Focus. Moonbeams, focus. What is about to shift for group 2? What is about to shift for group 2? Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Look at the boat in the background. Okay. Watching clouds. Initially, my first feeling was like, sort of looking on the bright side is a phrase that came in. And I'm seeing that again with focus, okay? I'm focusing on what you can do presently in a situation, what is going right, what has gone right. And I know this is so easier said than done. And in fact, I think this might be my message right now. This relates to kind of my thought process over the past few days and kind of where I've been at. So there's definitely something about putting a situation in perspective. And with watching clouds, there's something about watching something take shape. There's a relaxed energy to this as well with the 9 of Cups. I'm getting that what's about to shift for you, group 2, is something could go better than you think it will, okay? Based on current, present, your surroundings, or how a situation is currently or was. Because again, I'm very drawn to the fact that it's a rainy day and yet it's not slowing them down. And I love the rainbow. Actually, I just noticed the rainbow on the child's shirt. So there's definitely something about with the star and the rainbow and the sunrise there, the sun will come out, right? So I think that the cards are saying things are going to improve, right? With the star being here, things are going to improve. Even though you might be dealing with this rain right now, this too shall pass, okay? You need to focus on what's ahead of you. Focus on your dreams too. I'm getting to focus on your wishes, your dreams, because you have two of the wish cards, right? So I think this is sort of a message for you, group 2, today about we can make a wish, and sometimes it feels like that wish feels so far off based on a bad day. And again, I know this is one of those things that, like, it's easier said than done, and in the moment it doesn't feel this way, but things can shift, you know. And maybe for you, what the cards are wanting for you to do is focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what makes you feel happy in that moment. I also think you need to take it easier on yourself too. Like, I think you might be very hard on yourself. There's definitely a sense of like taking a break, relaxing, taking a bit of a time out. But I do think that your overall message, we'll get some more details and layers with the charms and with the angel number, but the thing that's about to shift, what's on the horizon is improvements, okay, and wish fulfillment. But I just, there's definitely something about you're not seeing evidence of that in the present moment. It's like this family planned this camping trip. They were looking forward to it, and they're having to make the most out of a challenging situation right now. But they're finding treasure in that, I think. They're making memories in that. It's tranquil, it's peaceful, it's quiet. It didn't look like how they planned it, but it can still turn out better than they pictured, right? With the wish cards here. So the Fool card is the optimist card, and this is the card of, okay, what can go right? I believe, I trust in this. I trust in myself. I trust that things can turn out better than I imagined, right? So I think that this is your message, group 2, and we'll, like I said, we'll get more layers, but I also think there's a situation right now where you can't really do much to control the circumstances, but you can make the best of it. Lie back, rest, and relax. I'm getting the cards are wanting you to relax with something, or just, you know, trust the process. 2. It's about to shift for group 2. Trust the process. All right, lots of, definitely a pause. The whistle can indicate a pause or a timeout. I think you might be taking a bit of a timeout with something. You've got time, yeah. There's an element of something needing more time, or something will pass with time. I'm almost getting something about something like a picture coming into view. This is just such a beautiful image. Like, look at the coffee, the books. It just looks so relaxing. Watching clouds. Yeah, something will pass. I'm imagining the clouds drifting by. But there's something about the picture in the clouds. Like, you know, when you would lay down and kind of see what you could see in the clouds. So much about tranquility. Look, you've got, this is like my wilderness charm. So it's actually very fitting that we got it in this particular group 2, because you chose the outdoors deck. But it's a little cabin, and there's a bonfire and some trees and a mountain. And this is like the unplugging, the getting outdoors, getting fresh air, sort of getting out of the hustle and bustle, the busyness. So I think that's a large part of what's going on here. What's about to shift for you is a chance to relax, you know, a chance to shift your perspective, a chance to sort of get away from something and just take it easy for the time being. A perspective shift. This is the astronaut on the moon, so this always makes me think of perspective, a different point of view, right? So I think you're getting a different point of view of something. This is what's about to shift. I'm also getting something about your okay, so I don't know how to phrase this, so feel free to help me out in the comments, but you know when you soften your focus and you see different pictures in the clouds, or even you soften your focus, you connect different dots, right? So there's something about softening your focus. Like, you may be staring so hard at a problem right now that you forget to see the opportunity there. And I know, like, this is one of those messages right now that I'm kind of struggling with something in my life. So I understand the hesitance to, like, hear this right now, especially when things are challenging, because 5 of Pentacles. There's no way around it. Like, this is a challenging card, but I can't help but notice the scene that we're looking at right now. Like, they're making the most out of it. So I do think that that's what's shifting. I think the cards are just reminding you that the sun will come out. This too shall pass. What can you do now to make the most out of a situation? How can you maybe view a certain situation as a chance to relax, as a chance to take a time out? How can you soften your focus and see what else is there? I'm seeing some potential time with family or friends as well with the pineapple. This can be family or friends. This is also just a symbol of abundance as well. It can be a symbol of reconciliation. You also have the piggy bank here. So it's interesting because group 1, their angel number, which I'll get you now, was the fiscal responsibility angel number. And they had the 5 of Pentacles. And you have the piggy bank, the 5 of Pentacles. So rainy day fund. Okay, so what's about to shift? Maybe you're setting some or focusing your attention on setting some money aside for a rainy day fund. Because so far, for 2 groups to have gotten that, there must be something collectively, like a reason to do that. Yeah, there's something about a pause or a timeout. You're taking a timeout, or there's nothing you can do but kind of take a time out. But you're enjoying the moment, though. There's something about enjoying this moment that's coming up. You've got so much about wish fulfillment, a wish coming true. Your wish may not look exactly like what you pictured on the surface or initially. Like, it might look a little different right away. You're like, whoa, this is not what I wished for. Give it a second to take shape. Give it a moment, because you might shift your perspective about something, okay? And focus. Yeah, focus on the positive is really coming through. Focus ahead. Keep looking ahead. I want to quickly show you this. So I opened up to focus. Listen to this. So additional meanings for this card. Don't judge yourself or others too harshly. Success takes time. Focus on the positive. Literally. Take time out if you need it and meditate. So here's the other thing I'm getting. Some of you are maybe burnt out or you need a rest. Like, some of you think that by taking a rest, you're like quitting, but in fact, it might just be the thing you need to kind of refresh you. So definitely don't be afraid of rest. Don't be afraid to relax, okay? But I just found that really cool, so I wanted to show you. But what I meant to get was this. I just wanted to show you that, though. I thought it was cool. Okay, so let's get you an angel number. So this is my angel number book. I use this every week on... this one's by Mystic Michaela, by the way, if you're interested. But I use this every week on Patreon and memberships. So we're going to use this today. So I'm going to just go like this. I usually just, in my mind, picture where I'm going to point, and then I flip to a page. Okay, inspire. So inject inspiration. Your growth needs some inspiration injected into it. Forget what you should do today and focus on what you want to do instead. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love that. So pick up an interesting book, create art, or update your vision board with new images and words that inspire you. I do. I think you're about to be re-inspired. And I think you're about to sort of refocus on the things that make you happy in general. Yeah, there's a new sense of inspiration, or inspiration absolutely with the star card as well. I think you're about to be re-inspired, group 2. And by laying back, resting, relaxing, if you're doing that now and you're feeling guilty, please do not. It's going to be the exact thing you need. It's the exact thing that's going to refresh you, refocus you, stepping away from something, you know, kind of getting out of, I was getting like the hustle and bustle, but the busyness, escaping for a little while is exactly what you need. I love this. I'm getting to, by focusing on the positive, you're creating memories. You're going to look back and see, I guess, yeah, the big picture of it. Group 2. Let's get you a few letters. Trying to find like the right balance of letters. Sometimes I feel like I pull too many, and then sometimes I want more. So, and I don't always see anything at all. So look for letters, or look for initials, names. Sometimes there's words, sometimes there's phrases and things too. And somebody sent me some words, which I have received, but I haven't used them yet because I want to make sure I send them their thank you email first before using them. I'm so excited though. So I've got some fun new things coming up. So definitely subscribe. Details. Don't get caught up too much in the details, maybe. Let me know what you see. There's always good suggestions in the comments, so feel free to take a peek at the comments. You do have a lot of prosperity symbols here too, though. But I think everyone's focused on saving right now. Saving, budgeting, using what they have. You know, it's definitely coming through. Yeah, let me know what you see. I see details. I saw like the devil card. I was looking for a C. Nerve. Let me know what you see, group 2. I'm going to wrap up there. I really hope that you enjoyed today's reading about what shift is coming in. If you enjoyed it, you can check out my Patreon and memberships as well, because I actually just did this question a couple weeks ago. So you might find out more about this specifically. It might connect exactly, or it might be something else that's about to shift for you. So feel free to join my cozy community over there on Patreon and memberships, whichever is more convenient. Both of those are right in the description. Easy to sign up if you want to check that out. And we will see you next time. Hello, group 3. I love your deck that you chose. This is the Flower Child Tarot. Love this deck. It's so much fun. I haven't used it very much yet, so I'm excited to have fun with it today. But we are looking at what is about to shift for you. What is coming in? You know, what are the winds of change bringing in for you? So let's find out, group 3. Let's see what is happening. So we'll give these a good shuffle. We'll get you your oracle cards. We're doing angel numbers today, charms, of course, and we've got letters as well. So lots of detail. Let's see what is about to shift and change for group 3. Change for group 3. What's about to shift? What's coming in for group 3? You've got Page of Swords. You've got 2 here. Page of Swords and Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay. So immediately, it's funny. There's been a couple collective cards today. Both groups 1 and 2 got 5 of Pentacles. Group 1, I think, had Ace of Swords. I think it was. Let me just double check. Yeah, Ace of Swords. And then you have Ace of Swords. And you've got Page of Swords as well, so that's very interesting. Let's see what your third card is. Group 3. What is about to shift for you, group 3? What's about to shift? What's coming in? What's about to shift for group 3? Knight of Cups. Wow, I'm getting like romantic energy from this. I might even get a love deck. It doesn't have to be, but I am feeling that a little bit. Okay, so let's get some oracles to go with this. Group 3. What is about to shift for group 3? Synchronicity. Love that. So you're noticing, got knowledge too. You're noticing different synchronicities. You're connecting the dots. You're noticing patterns. Coincidences, or things that seem like coincidences might be a little bit deeper. Let's see. You're seeing patterns. You're noticing, you're noticing things you haven't noticed before. Okay, so group 3. What is about to shift for group 3? What's coming in for group 3? Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Love that. Okay, so you've got a lot going on. Group 3, it's something about you. Group 3 is always the most like complex, I would say, as far as the messages go. There's always like extra layers to it, and the story that we see is always extra complex, I guess. We'll get some charms in just a second. I just want to observe this and just absorb it. So, of course, pages can be the messengers, and the Ace of Swords is making me think of new information. Finishing off with the Knight of Cups is making me think of feelings, okay? So, right away, there could be somebody about to communicate and share feelings with you, all right? That could be what's about to shift. Someone opens up in a way that you didn't realize they even had these feelings. It doesn't have to be romantic. I'm going to get a love message because I feel like for some of you it is, but it doesn't have to be, okay? Group 3, what is illumination? So yeah, and you've got fear on the bottom. So a couple of different things going on, and of course, if it's not romantic, there's other things happening, but I just want to address the most obvious thing that's coming in for me. Someone's about to share some information with you that you were unaware of, okay? A message of love, a romantic message. They could be sort of, I guess, getting up the courage or trying to figure out how to say what they have to say. But something is about to be illuminated for you, brought to your attention. This person might be trying to get up the courage to share this with you. So that's pretty big too. Like they're ready to take action. They're ready to reach out to you. They're ready to share this with you. This is funny, group 3, because your message is so different from groups 1 and 2. Like, I was kind of feeling like there would be a romantic group today, but I wasn't sure. I want to get one more love message, actually. Group 3, what is shifting for group 3? What's about to shift? Trust. Ooh, I love that. And turbulence on the bottom. Okay, yes, I'm getting 2 very clear messages, and of course, both could apply. One could apply. Take what resonates. The other thing that I'm getting is you're about to take action with something, an idea, a creative idea specifically, could be what it is, but just something you want to put forth, create, bring about in your life. You're ready to take action. You're ready to get this started. And this is like, you're going to have a moment. There's going to be like this moment where you feel like, okay, this is it. I need to trust this vision. I need to trust all of the signs that this is the right time, right? You're going to get like a feeling or just a knowing. An opening just popped in, like an opening of like, okay, this is it. You know, I need to take this opportunity or share this idea or send this email, start this creative project, right? This is the time. So I think there's definitely something group 3 for you about paying attention to your moment, paying attention to the signs, and then trusting your intuition, trusting also yourself, the knowledge that you've developed, like not underestimating not only your intuition, because I'm seeing that here, but your knowledge, your understanding of a situation, what you've learned. You know, don't underestimate. You're smart. I'm getting you're very sharp. And I'm also getting you're a very fast learner. You adapt. You adapt incredibly well, and you pick up on things and you notice things. This is what I love about you, group 3, is you notice things you notice things people don't notice or pick up on. You notice everything. You have such an attention to detail, and not only just obvious details that you would think, well, how does someone not notice this? But the hidden details. You notice patterns. You pick up on things that other people miss or don't connect the dots with. You notice it. And I think that this is about to be very apparent to everyone. I also think you have ideas that are worth sharing. You might be interested in writing a book, writing something, creating content, writing scripts, like something like that. Like your ideas are so fresh. And you might think sometimes, well, every idea, every creative idea has already been explored. Everything's already been done. No, your unique take on it, your fresh perspective. There's people that haven't heard these things, right? So your knowledge is I'm getting invaluable and worth sharing. with the world. Okay, so these are two very clear things that I'm seeing about to shift. Like I said, it could be both of these things. Someone could be preparing to share feelings with you, because I am getting a romantic undertone to this. But I think for most watching, even if the romantic message applies, I think the second part does apply to you. I think you are being encouraged to share your ideas, to communicate, to shine a light on your knowledge, your understanding, your unique spin of something, okay? So whether that's starting content creation, writing, journaling, getting out and doing some sort of public speaking, teaching someone something, I don't know what this is, but you need to trust in yourself more. You may even feel like you're learning yourself. And some of you are about to seek out knowledge. That's the third thing that's coming in. But I don't know, I just feel like you've got a fresh take on things. I feel like you've got a very new way of looking at things that is going to be really refreshing, okay? And then on that third thing that popped in, maybe there's something you need illumination on, like some information you are about to learn or find out. Maybe you're perhaps thinking of seeking out education on something, taking a course, learning, going back to school for something. My ankle just cracked. Yeah, love this. Let's get some charms to incorporate into this. We'll get you an angel number 2, group 3. Trust the signs you've been seeing, okay? Trust them. All right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's feelings worth exploring or something you're exploring. It has an emotional element to it though, okay? It doesn't have to be love. I just was really feeling romance when I initially flipped the cards. So I think that does apply to people, but yeah, there's something worth exploring, okay? It's really worth looking into specifically. Because there's an emotional element to it, it's likely something that you love or are passionate about or have a deep connection to or a longing for or an understanding of. Like there's an emotional connection to this, right? So it's not something that you're kind of like meh about, like this is something you have strong feelings about or a desire for. So yeah, I do think that you are seeking out more information or something is going to maybe even be more obvious. What I'm getting to tell you is there's something worth looking more into, something worth, like this idea is worth taking a closer look at. This interest, this area of study or this interest is worth taking a closer look at. I love that you have this valiant courage. Look, you've got look how many people on horses you have. Okay, so pay attention to that imagery, after this reading. Look at that. So this is like a big image for you. It's like somebody about to gallop away on a horse towards their dreams, towards their wishes, towards their desires. I'm getting to tell you it's a matter of time. Something is a matter of time. Look at you have 2 clocks too. Speaking of synchronicities, group 3, holy smokes, look at that. So clocks, maybe we'll read this one. Let's read this one because I feel drawn to read it now that we have the clock. You also have someone thinks you are wonderfully mysterious. Yeah, it's this person. Someone's curious about you. They want to know more. They noticed you. You caught their attention. They can't get you out of their mind. So they want to know more. Some numbers that might be important to pay attention to, especially being that we have synchronicity: 15, 16, 25, 32, 42, 48. Pay attention to those numbers. Maybe write them down. You've also got the penny. It's this one's actually from Salem. And it's the House of Seven Gables. But this charm to me represents home. It also represents travel, oddly enough. Home sometimes will come up because it's literally a house, but then I got it while traveling. So it's one of those charms that kind of flip-flops to either side, depending. I'm getting more so about travel and maybe like going places that you love is coming through. Maybe the House of Seven Gables has specific meaning to you. Let's read the moon's moment. The moon's moment, just to see what it says. Oh my goodness, group 3, I love your group. And I hope I'm communicating it well, because I'm getting a lot for you. Let's see. The moon's moment, synchronicity. Yeah, you notice patterns. You know, you might even, I'm getting you have dreams and you're like, I saw this before. I know you might have deja vu a lot, but I'm getting something about your dreams where you dream of places and then later on you see them or something like that, or certain moments happen. Okay, so something is flowing in the right direction for you when this card comes up. Everything is either already falling into place or will do so very soon. Even if you fervently, I think I'm saying that right, believe that you create your own reality, as I do, there are times when events have an almost destined feel. And this is one of those times. You could perhaps attribute it to life unfolding and revealing the lessons our souls need to learn in this lifetime. There's synchronicity at work. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Learning the lessons you need to learn. Love that. Everything is lining up as it needs to, so trust the process as much as you can and stay optimistic for your desired outcome. Whatever the situation you're asking about, know that it is not random development in your life, but a step along your path and meant to teach you. The sooner you pay attention to the lessons, the sooner you'll be able to navigate your way to where you want to go. Oh, I love that. So this is talking about lessons. And then you have knowledge. So you've learned some sort of lesson. You've put the pieces together. Additional meanings for this card. Divine timing is unfolding. Events now have a purpose. You're in the right place at the right time. Everything happens for a reason. Or there's a reason why everything happens. The moon knows exactly where she should be at any one time. So do you. Okay, whoa. Yeah, there's like this clarity and deep knowing, certainty that's coming through for you. I'm getting so, I feel like I could spend an hour on your message. I really do. Like, I just feel like I could go on and on, deeper and deeper into this message. I love the clouds here and the clouds in these tarot cards there as well. Because the Ace of Swords cuts through the cloudiness, right? It cuts through that confusion. So there's going to be like this deep knowing of something, both intuitive and just because you know. It's so much clarity. Someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. I'm sold. Someone definitely has feelings for you or a crush on you. They're just sort of trying to get up the nerve to tell you and the courage to tell you and kind of determine when they should tell you. I also think, as kind of a message before we get your angel message, you're starting to recognize your own skills and abilities, or areas of interest that just feel natural to you. Okay, group 3. So I use this every week on Patreon and memberships, and I love it. It's the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela. As you can see, mine's very well loved. I use it every week. So let's see. What I do is I sort of, in my head, picture, okay, I'm going to point in this direction, top corner, middle, you know, and then I go through. So let's see, group 3. Claircognizance. Welcome spiritual downloads. Absolutely. 757. The realization you are presently having is a game changer. Hello. Yes. Your angels are acknowledging that you've downloaded some major spiritual insight that is going to create ripples of change in your own life. I have chills. Several times throughout the day, repeat this mantra: I accept divine wisdom. Literally. Like, that's... You are. I feel like you are. You're getting these messages. Really pay attention to synchronicities. Pay attention to, you might see people on horses or horses, and clocks, cuckoo clocks, clocks in general, pocket watches, butterflies, clouds. Wow. Group 3, I want to get you some letters, and then we will wrap up there. But yeah, your group gave me chills. And I hope it was organized, but your messages came through so different than the other groups, which group 3 for some reason often does. Okay, let me get you some letters. I'll just put these up here a little bit. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Now's your time. Now's your time. You've got Star Eye Sweet Held. the words. Let's see. I've got some more words coming, by the way. A lovely patron sent me some words that they made, and I just haven't been able to send an email yet to say thank you, so I don't want to use them until I get in touch with them. But yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so I'll flip these upright. Let me know what you can see. Sometimes I see things, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I see trust. Do we have, yeah, trust. Look in the comments, there's always suggestion. And thank you, by the way, to those of you that leave the words. It's always helpful. Comment a horse. And then if you chose group 3, put a horse. Is there a horse emoji? Yeah, there is. Yeah, put a horse or a clock. I see trust. Fae, the fairies, fae. Soil. Lesson with knowledge, and the synchronicity card talked about lessons. Okay, I'll let you look at the letters. I won't play with them for a second. Pause if you need more time though. Well, group 3, I really hope that you enjoyed your messages. I loved your group. I thought this was so much fun. This is what's about to shift. A lot of things, but yeah, let me know what you think, group 3. I'd love to hear, and we will see you next time.